Good morning, Philippines.
Good morning, Cavite. Today is October 16, 2023, Monday at 7 in the morning. I'm your news anchor, Keira Calupas.
And I'm Jmar Garcia, bringing you the latest and freshest news. So, Kira, how are you?
I'm good. The weather is good, isn't it?
The weather is fantastically fine. So, let's take a seat.
Sure.
We bring several information that's recently happening within this week for an hour and the topic for today.
Today, let's talk about the topic of Israel and Palestine war. In early October 2023, war broke out between Israel and Hamas, the militant Islamist group that has controlled Gaza since 2006. Hamas fighters fired rockets into Israel and stormed southern Israeli cities and towns across the border of the Gaza Strip, killing and injuring hundreds of soldiers and civilians and taking dozens of hostages. The attack took Israel by surprise, though the state quickly mounted a deadly retaliatory operation. One day after the October 7 attack, the Israel cabinet formally declared war against Hamas, followed by a directive from the defense minister to the Israeli Defense Forces to carry out the complete siege of Gaza.
The Israel-Palestinian conflict dates back to the end of the 19th century in 1947. The United Nations adopted Reduction on Aid 1, known as the Partition Plan, which sought to divide the British Mandate of the Palestine into Arab and Jewish states. On May 14, 1948, the State of Israel was created, sparking the first Arab-Israeli War. The war ended in 1949 with Israel's victories, but 750,000 Palestinians were displaced and the territory was divided into three parts: the State of Israel, the West Bank of the Jordan River, and the Gaza Strip.
So, what can you say about between the Israel and Palestine?
All I can say is it's gonna be harsh.
I hope this war is end as soon as possible.
Now, let's head into Busina sa Petrolyo.
Motorists will have to pay more as prices of petroleum products will soar further. In their respective advisory, Filipina, Shell, Caltex, and Clean Fuel said there will be a 2.50 pesos per liter price increase for diesel and 2 pesos per liter on gasoline and kerosene.
Domestic oil price. Effective on October 10, 2023, the oil companies implemented the use of 3.5 liter for a gasoline, 2.45 liter for a diesel, and 3 liter for a kerosene. These price adjustments resulted in a year-to-date net increase of 12.25 liter for gasoline, 11.35 liter diesel, and 5.94 liter for a kerosene 0.5 days ago.
Parang ano lang yan, ito lang. Siyempre sa gera. Sa gera, dahil sa gera, tumataas ang gasolina. Ayun sa bago-bagong panahon, tumataas talaga lahat ng bilihin. Sa importante niya, nakakasurvive tayo.
Paano po na-affect sa inyo ang pagtaas ng gasolina?
Nakaka-apekto ang pagtaas ng gasolina. Siyempre, pagtaas ng gasolina, lahat ng mga bilihin, tumataas din.
Ano kasi, nakaka-apekto yung sa lahat ng bilihin mo. Kumbaga, lahat ng produkto na inaangkat dito sa Pilipinas, ginagamitan ng gasolina. Dahil parang mabasag po na. Kalawa, pagtaas ng pamasahe. Ito yung nakaka-apekto niya. Tapos, yung bawas ng gasolina naman, medyo konti lang binabawas. Kaya ngayon, mas mahal ang diesel kung magamit ang gasolina.
I'm Mark Carlo Morgia reporting FPMC.
Now proceed to the jeepney fare hike.
The Land Transportation and Franchising and Regulatory Board, or the LTFRB, approves the piso provisional jeepney fare hike. Group says it's not sustainable.
The LTFRB approves one provisional jeepney fare hike. Group says it's not sustainable. The Land Transportation and Franchising and Regulatory Board on Thursday granted the 1 peso provisional jeepney fare hike and increased with 80 pesos nationwide beginning October 8, which means that if you compare for traditional jeepney will be 13 pesos for the modern one, 15 pesos. Some transport groups Stating that the technology granted application Thursday, but some technical they have to wait for another week or such until they are available to submit or document required by board. What is said, the board is also getting a comment from the National Center for Computer Safety and Protection, which support a temporary also as it only affect.
Ang pagtasang minimum namin na dati nito naging 13, malaking bagay sa amin. Ano, bakit? Unang-unang tumataas ang krudo. Tuwing martes tumataas ang krudo. Tataas ang 2 piso, 3 piso, bababa ng piso. So yung minimum na weight niya na nasa piso, kaya ito na ito kailangan weight ng mati. Hindi na kailangan dyan ang tinatawag natin yung per height. Oh, yun.
Sa tingin niyo po, sapat na po ba ang ginawa ng gobyerno para sa mga jeep driver?
Hindi. Ang gusto namin, magtutuloy ang biyahe ng jeep, hindi makikita.
I'm Gary Macha reporting FEPC.
So now, let's talk about the inflation happening in the Philippines.
The annual inflation rate in the Philippines rose for the second month to 6.1% in September 2023, well above August and market expectation of 5.3%, and was the highest reading since May. Main upward pressure came from accelerated prices of food and non-alcoholic beverages, 9.7% versus 8.1% in August, driven by a sharply higher rice cost, 17.9% versus 8.7%, amid a shortage for the commodity. In addition, inflation rose faster for transport, 1.2% versus 0.2%, health, 4.1% versus 3.9%, recreation, sport, and culture, 5.1% versus 4.9%, and education services, 3.6% versus 2.9%. Meanwhile, the core inflation, which includes foods and fuels, is to 5.9% from a prior 6.1%, marking the lowest level since October 2022. On a monthly basis, the CPI grew 1.1%, the same pace as in the previous month, source Philippine Statistics Authority.
According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, inflation in September 2023 increased to 6.1% from 5.3% in August. This brings the year-to-date inflation to 6.6%. The annual inflation rate in the Philippines rose the second month of 6.1 in September 2023, above the August and market expectation of 5.3%, and was the highest reading since the main upward came from acceleration prices of food and non-alcoholic beverages.
Jeff, ano po masasabi niyo bilang ano sa atin, biglang pagtaas po ng
Thank you, Jay and Kira. Today, GMA and ABS-CBN released the first collab of two famous corporations. GMA Network and ABS-CBN Corporation have sealed a new historic partnership for the co-product of a groundbreaking teleserye titled Unbreaking My Heart.
Mahirap din kasi lalo na yung mga kapital na yung lalaki ng kapital dahil nga mahal ng mga
This is Car de la Paz reporting FEPC.
So now, let's tune in on what's happening in the showbiz industry.
Staring in Shamirari Bien.
So once again, this is Shamirari Bien. Chika mo to! Back to you guys!
our school pupils, otherwise as the DepEd Memorandum Number 392, Series 1000 Test. The Department of Education, DepEd, reiterates its commitment to holistic development of learning, inside and outside the classroom. The said insurance and to the enable learning to have more quality time there with your parents, family, and friends by limiting homework assignment to the reasonable quality on the school.
Philippine Mental Health Association Incorporation, PMHA, on Monday raised the alarm over the rising epidemic of mental health crisis in the country. A group composed of mental health professionals and advocates said the situation needs widespread awareness, support, and action. Mental health and awareness, ongoing effort to reduce the stigma around mental health illness and mental health condition by sharing our personal experience. Often because of misconception about mental health and mental fitness. People often suffer in silence and their condition go unstrengthened.